And we're back. This is Paperrocklive. It looks a little different tonight because Spliff is stuck in Atlanta making money, which is what we want.
We're gonna be out there too.
Soon come. You know, that whole plane situation, Delta's the only one who's skipping seats and, you know, reversing people or whatever else. And I just want my nuts in my cocktail, and I'll be fine. In any event, this is not your normal show. We're here with Cortez. Woo! Okay? And I just know what it is. This is COVID. There's no fans in the background. There's no fans in the background. What do you have?
Chicken and champagne.
Chicken and champagne.
That's all we need. That's all we need tonight. That's it.
Chicken.
Don't waste that chicken.
All right.
Thank you, dog.
All right. Chicken and champagne. So listen, Cortez, first of all, thank you very much for coming out. I know that I didn't realize that today was going to be Game 6, and it's not to say that I thought LeBron was going to do this the other night. I'm not going to pat him on the ass like that, but I kind of thought that the series wasn't going to go to a Game 6. So thank you very much for coming out on such a big night. You mentioned you were doing something in Staten Island?
Mm-hmm.
Showcase?
Yeah, what it was my man Lex Luthor, shout out iBattle. They had a battle rap event there. My close friend Ian Mars was getting his debut. So I judged the battle, was there. You know, just to support and everything was a good turnout. So shouts out to them.
I love it. And the fact that you're busy is what I like to see. You know, you also were good enough to do an interview with me about a year ago, actually. You were working on, you had a different, not a podcast going on, but you had
a show. Yeah, we're gonna do the Real Rap Sheet.
And how's that working out?
The show is doing good. Right now, with Battle Rap House doing partnerships with like Caffeine and Twitch. Right now, I just got offers for them to bring the show to those type of live streaming podcast type things. So, you know, we working. We got some things.
Groupies.
You know what I'm saying?
Groupie money.
I'm just worried about the chicken. You heard?
And the champagne.
And champagne.
Yeah, but I mean chicken money.
I apologize, Mrs. Cortez. I've been a single nigga for too long.
You got it to it before I did, because I was like, this is not part of my situation. And what I do respect about Cortez, because this is every single time, because this is like our third or fourth interview, I don't even remember. And every time he comes out, he has partners. This is the first time I've seen you by yourself. It's like a rarity. And I respect it because it lets your family see why I'm out. Where am I? What am I accomplishing? It also instills something in your children, or it motivates your circle to do better.
Yeah.
So I commend you for that. I think it's very important to highlight family. Okay, let's get to the game is on. Who are you rooting for?
Miami.
I like it. I'm a Miami fan as well.
I'm not a Miami fan.
Right now I am.
From Miami.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I honestly, I was just rooting for competitive basketball. That's all it was. Salute to Miami because they made it competitive.
Thank you.
I don't know what the score is right now.
Oh, they getting gang.
Hynaken will tell us exactly.
But we'll see by the time this interview's over if LeBron is popping champagne too. You know?
I'm about to let you know right now.
But
Salute.
Oh, he definitely popping champagne. Oh my God.
Are we still at 30 points?
Yeah, you see, Cortez? That shit's almost 40 points.
That's crazy. That's the fourth quarter?
It's about to be the fourth quarter. They're not even at 50 points.
Anyway, I'm mad. Don't touch me. I'm mad. How about this?
But you,
The
They
Yankees.
did it for Kobe. I'll
Right,
salute
okay,
that.
all right. I'll
They
be
did it for
okay.
Kobe.
I'm okay with that.
oh, speaking of which, happy birthday, my nigga. His birthday.
Yes, happy birthday! Woo!
Appreciate that.
We're lucky, and I'll be honest, because and I'm sure you can respect this because you're here and you're here. 2020 has been a blur for me. We went from my birthday, which was January. I went to Vegas. I went to somewhere in Florida. And then I came back from Vegas, and all of a sudden the country was like, you know, just shut down. And here we are like 6 months later, and we've lost so many people. I mentioned this, I think, with you last time. Fred passed. Crazy shit. How do you feel about that? That was just unbelievable.
Yeah, man.
Fred really was like just crazy. Like, it was crazy because it was just like letting you know how real it was. And it was like that, like night and day. You know, I was out of town too when everything happened. With March 15th, they shut the city down.
Yeah.
I was in Orlando, so I was supposed to battle that day. Everything got shut down and we was just out there. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, yo, what's really going on? Like, oh, this is more serious than what we think. You know?
Man.
By the time we flew back, you just see New York's looking like a ghost town. You know, when you go from that quick from traveling and being free to do whatever you want to all of a sudden isolated in the crib, like, you know what I mean? So it was crazy. And then all you have is social media. And then I see Fred make the post, and I'm like, bro, this is.
And he didn't look good when he went in, and I'm never like, when you see somebody in that situation, you want, but I'm in the medical field, so it's like, you're like, you know what the risk first would be.
Well, if you know Fred, you know asthma was a
Yes, correct.
thing.
Correct.
Let me ask you this, because you're in the medical field.
Yes.
Do you think he survives if he doesn't go to the hospital?
I kind of do.
I do, but I don't, because he was compromised anyway, right? So like, if you were okay, health-wise, like no,
You fight it.
then I would stay home. I wouldn't recommend it. And I don't know if it was just me, but for me, for like a good 2 weeks, all you heard was sirens.
Yeah.
Like all day, all I heard was sirens. So do I want to be in a hospital situation where like this is
Chaos.
amplified?
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? But with him, I don't think he had a choice. Also, weight is a factor. And, you know, he's gone, no one's here speaking ill of the dead, but weight is a factor. You know, weight does come into play when you look at your lungs and different, and that was the biggest thing. This supposedly was the attacking your respiratory system. So I just think it's crazy. I don't think he got the proper send-off, which to me is the most offensive thing. When you go out, like a Biggie or a Tupac for the Bronx, I mean, that's massive for us. It's a major loss. We won't get it. And so, because it seems like, it was all a dream. Like, it's a dream because you've been so far removed from personal interaction. It doesn't seem real to me. So that's what's sad. Speaking to the fact that you're here and the opportunity presents itself, I'm wearing a Cortez situation, and we're going to get to this in a second. This was something that you, obviously there's a vision, here we are.
Now it makes sense. Do you understand why it says Jersey?
That's what I was going to ask him.
He's an ill nigga for that.
Okay, so let's talk about why it's Jersey. That was exactly my question.
So there's this rapper from Jersey, right? I'm not gonna say his name.
Oh man.
He always likes to talk crazy. He talks a lot of shit.
I'm gonna get a phone call.
You understand? So basically, I'm like, all right, cool. He talks a lot of shit. He never wants to get in the ring. He's been ducking for the longest. And then he has the biggest battle of his life. And he chokes. And whenever he chokes, to cut his round short, he says Jersey. Like, and then once he says Jersey, you just know, like,
It's over.
he forgot his round again. And in the biggest stage, on the biggest platform, he shitted the bed all 3 rounds. So I said, okay, cool. So now, that's karma. You like talking shit, comes right back to you. And I just right off the press had that Reggie Miller, the famous New York choke, boom, Jersey over it, boom, they flew like hotcakes that day off the website.
All right, so I wanted to support, I made it a point. This week, when I bought your stuff, I spent every day of the week, I made it a point to buy something that was independent. So it was you, my people who had New Balance, like, whatever, birthday cake for my kid, like whatever. When I went on your site, I was talking to somebody else in the room, think math. One of the hottest pieces that I liked, but too rich for my blood, was the Coogee piece.
Ooh, yeah, the Coogee.
I love it. When I went on, I said, I love this shit. I said, listen. It just, you can't do it. So I got what I like. I scrolled through, I said, I like this shit, so I'm gonna pay for it, I got it. And I think it's important to support people full price, and there's no jab.
Stop asking
But tell people too,
discounts.
it's not the cheap tea, it's the nice black tea.
I didn't know, for me, it was what was in my price. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say cheap tea.
No,
Within my price budget, it's good content.
No.
That's not what I meant.
I'm not saying
Sorry
like
about
that. I'm not saying like that. What I'm saying is let them know that it's actually good quality merch. Like the quality, like it's not
The
one of
cotton-
the cheap teas that you wash and they fade and nothing like that.
Let me regurgitate what I was saying, and I apologize.
No,
When I said cheap tea.
I was just saying let them know that it's the material wise how it is.
Okay, again, let me read
Yeah, we wasn't thinking like that.
The
We wasn't
quality
thinking like that.
is impeccable, or else I would have been, returning it to you before the show started. Let's be clear. So the quality of the T-shirt is great, but what I'm saying is there's a certain price point. So whereas I don't ask for a discount, I have $40 or $50. I go on and I see what fits my budget. I don't say, I want that Coogee sweater. Can you give it to me for $100? You're a loser. So whatever. It is what it is. Thank you very much for the T-shirt I paid for. Okay, Hynaken.
Support it.
It's great. And whereas the Jersey thing, that's why I was here. It's my notes here. The reason why I liked it was because This was my nightmare. I lived this personally. Reggie Miller
I saw that happen.
put the nail in the coffin. My brother
Me
was
too.
there.
Me
My brother
too.
was at the game, and my father had season tickets. I was home watching it, and my brother had to go to the bathroom. And my father took him to the bathroom, and when he came back, the game was over. Like, my brother was younger, so my father missed the whole spiel.
Yeah.
So when
Oh,
he
8
came home,
seconds.
I was hysterical crying. Reggie Miller had 18 points in a minute and
No,
28
he had
seconds.
8 points in 6 seconds.
That's fine, but before that, it was the whole thing.
Oh,
So he
yeah,
came
the
back,
fourth quarter,
the whole
when he
thing.
hit that 25-footer.
Yeah, it
He
was a
was
whole
wild.
problem. I'm not just talking about, which is the fact that you know
what
that.
bugs me out about that series?
Huh.
We gave away game 1 and we gave away game 7.
Correct.
Ewing missed the finger roll in the same series. It was with 2 losses at the Garden.
Listen,
And who loses at the fucking Garden? Also, this whole Kobe, excuse me. This whole LeBron, Michael thing, the defense is extremely different. And I'm not gonna, we're not gonna do this all night, we have a guest here, but I just think the
but
defense
he's a
was
sports fanatic,
Correct.
so we can do this.
good. Well, the shirt is great,
You're
this
going
is my
against 2
era.
Virgo gods.
Yeah, well, who you think is the greatest?
Mike,
Right now, I would give it to Mike, but I'm gonna keep it honest. If LeBron gets a 3-peat or he gets 5, then he
when?
you think Anthony Davis and they
You
put
think
him
they can't go back to back?
yeah.
No.
So you think they're just circumstance with the bubble?
You have to think about it, right? It's not so much as the bubble. I think the year was thrown off, people's momentum was thrown off, so it is what it is. I'm not saying LeBron doesn't deserve it. I'm not that much of an asshole. It is what it is. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like, this thing,
She don't fuck with him.
I hate LeBron. Anyway, but I'm not mad because when you look at greatness, I'm not a Beyonce fan, but she's an animal. So it is what it is. Like, I sing her music.
This is what I say with LeBron, right? This is why I get so frustrated with LeBron, right? Like the last play in game 5,
Okay, so-
right? Right? Listen, first off, he isolated, right? He has his man isolated. He called for the pick, went around the pick for they could switch, and then ran into a triple team. And people sit there and say, oh, he made the smart pass by throwing into an open man. But you ran into the triple team. You got your man ISO, clear it out, and take it to the rack. And then if you hit the shot, you're LeBron James. You just won your team the championship with a final clutch shot.
That's correct.
Then now the conversation for Jordan
Comes
is
up.
more. And if you miss, nobody's gonna be mad
I'm
because
sure
they're
he
gonna
gets
be.
some too.
If you miss, nobody's gonna be mad because they're gonna sit there and say he takes the last shot. My nigga, it goes in, it goes out, whatever. You get what I'm saying?
I'm a veteran.
That's it.
See, I'm saying
Don't worry about it. We good.
I'm a
I got it.
veteran.
I got it.
Like, I done pop champagne
Yeah,
with
no,
famous
no.
bitches.
I'll be fired in a second. It's cool. I got to
No, you not.
It's cool. No, nothing on the equipment. And again, that is arguable because then I'd have to be nice, right?
Well, first of all, let's see. The reason why LeBron got quadruple team, because if you look at all of Jordan's game winners, there's only one game winner he ever got double team.
Double team, not triple, double team.
Double team.
That was Jazz.
No.
Who?
That was against
Cleveland.
Cleveland.
Cleveland, he
Oh,
jumped
yes.
out of the key.
Yeah.
But he still jumped out of
Oh, no, that was a
rather
ridiculous-
than
I'm
that
talking
was
about
ridiculous.
Mike. I'm talking about Mike.
Yeah.
Jazz. Okay,
Yeah.
what's wrong?
The reason why, and this is why Steph Curry got created. Back then, you couldn't play illegal defense in the NBA.
Correct.
They made illegal defense legal because out of racism to stop Iverson, Stephon Marbury, God Shamgar, because they're like, these cocksuckers
Shamgar.
can't shoot. Now, we got a new era of dudes. The only way you beat a zone is by shooting.
That's
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah, but also it goes to the point where like it's much more petty of fouls and stuff. So when you sit there and say Jordan averaged 30 something and LeBron averages 30 something, LeBron's getting a lot of and ones that Jordan didn't get.
Never. And there
If
was
Jordan
no
would have been
communication.
getting those and ones, Jordan would have been averaging 40 a game.
But I think you gotta remember this
Listen,
too. You
And
gotta
he was-
remember this.
How about Mason and Oakley? And that's just on the Knicks. You had
First of
Isaiah
all,
Thomas.
Mason and Oakley would not be able to guard LeBron James. Let's keep.
They're not guarding nobody.
Yeah,
They're
they're not
punching him
even
in the
gonna
head.
foul.
The fuck
Yeah,
out
Yeah,
of
but
here.
boys, they're gonna foul out.
LeBron is
Who cares?
complaining.
LeBron and Charles Barkley.
Everybody
LeBron
complain.
complains, bro.
All of them
He
complain.
He's a
don't cry
baby.
too much. He don't cry too
He's
They
much.
a
all
baby.
complain.
He's
Who
a
don't
baby.
complain?
Man,
Jordan looked at a referee and the referee changed the call.
Because Jordan never had no
Jordan still had
problems.
it come in. He wasn't crying.
Yeah. Anyway,
There was commands. Anyway, let's get get back to Cortez. I don't have any
Yeah,
issues
so
with
Murder, is it still Murder Ave?
Yes, sir.
Okay, just making
Well,
sure.
what's the line? I know where to find it, but what's the line? You have a line behind the
The
brand?
CortezBodega.com. You go there, you find all types of merch, bodega merch, Murder Ave merch. We got dope hats. I got the custom made Coogee hoodies. That one is a one of one because I wore that in a battle. And shouts out to my guy Casper. He's from out here. What he did was a Viral Monarch. I had an old Coogee sweater that didn't fit no more. It was a small.
Yeah.
He cut it up, and then he cut up a real Coogee and made the Murder Ave stitching with the shit. So you know.
Oh, it's gorgeous. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm gonna work out a little harder and hope they can afford it.
Yo, Rondo is lit, son. Look at the box
Rondo's the new
score.
Ray
Nah,
Allen.
I'm coming back. Chill.
Okay, you're down 29 with 12 minutes.
We was down 40.
Okay.
We're coming back.
All
Let's go, Jimmy. All right, listen.
JB. Let's see what
Okay, so
Jimmy's
first
doing.
off, battle rap was either an acquired taste or it's an acquired taste, right? So for me, I'm looking for a video. I'm looking for a storyline. That's just me. So battle
That's
rap
fair.
is new, right? Not at this point, but for me, at one point it was new. Battle rap, let's say, is past you. What is your next frontier? Is it acting? Are you gonna go into independent songs, music on your own? Like we know you have the program, I don't want to say TV program, but the show. You have the clothing line.
Like what I'm really merging more into is, of course, since I'm at a certain status with battle rap, I'm doing more media, right? Media for it, like how Stephen A. may have his own first take. That's basically what I'm creating. I think Math is doing the same thing with his podcast. You know what I mean? Like a lot of us now that have been in it for a while, we're finding our little niches because people want to hear our takes on these battles and reviews.
You know the terminology? The perspective.
The perspective.
That's what you need to learn how to sell.
People that's been in that, been in those rings and seen these things and had that experience, and then our dialogue to the fans works. So that's what I'm working with. That right. As far as the music, I'm always gonna make music because I just love making music, and I do feel like with the way this whole Griselda movement is and everything, I feel like it gives us a lane for the 30-plus-year-old rappers.
Spit in the
just
coke.
spit. You get what I'm saying? And that makes it fun again. And at the same time, I was just featured in a movie with Danny Glover.
I love that. Talk about it.
This week they just showed it at the Woodstock Film Festival. It's called The Drummer, and it's a biography on soldiers with PTSD. They come back home from the war. They expected to just fit into society. These people have certain issues. Some maybe have. They commit a crime because, they all fucked up in the head, and then they end up getting dishonorable discharges. They lose their benefits and everything, but there's nobody that's been there to sit there and say, yo, nah, like, these guys need counseling, like, you can't just throw them back in, and you're the reason why they're this way. So there was a lawyer that was in Vietnam that lived upstate New York, and he had a military cafe / clubhouse called The Drummer, and he would help soldiers with PTSD fight their cases, and soldiers that went AWOL because they didn't want to go back. They're scared, they're still fucked up, you know what I mean? And he started getting them proper counseling, the right legal attorney and representation, and all these guys got off on honorable discharges. Of course.
I mean,
They all got honorable discharges.
Are you serious? That's it.
Thank
And the Cortez wanted that.
Oh, you said it's all right.
we getting
No,
another.
Oh, this is ridiculous. You know what?
Listen, Geohvision.
And it's on air. This is the bullshit. Like I wouldn't have had none. I got beer and drink
We good. We got chicken.
and champagne.
That chicken's good, Jenna.
Was it good?
Fire.
He's got 100 years in this to go.
Listen, if it wasn't good, I would have never mentioned it. I would have just gave Cortez a look. You'd have looked at me.
Thank you.
Like,
It's 100 years later. Just
Got
looks.
seconds.
yeah.
That's lit. Trust me.
You know what's kind of crazy because he's like, "Can I have more greens?" I go, "I have other people coming behind you." He goes, "So the fuck what? I came here first."
That's.com.
It is. All right, so COVID, we spoke about it briefly. Music has been kind of, like I said, if it isn't individual to yourself and Zoom and you self-motivated, we're back. We're back to live action. minimally. Here we are, this is like the club scene, it's, it's like 6 feet away. So COVID's affected a lot of people. It's affected you, it's affected me. With that said, where are you going forward? Because now things are becoming a little bit more lax, and as long as New York can keep their shit together, we should be fine. So where do you see yourself the next couple of, that's not funny.
Yo, no, we really can't get it together, New York.
I mean, we're trying.
It's different. We just do it. It's like, yo, man, we gotta get to the bag, man.
Exactly.
You know,
Yeah.
but where I see myself is, I don't know, like I feel like Cortez at this point is like more of like a representation. Like I feel like I've been blessed enough to do what I love for a living. I don't have to work. You know, at the same time, I stay in my lane. I don't do the extra goofy stuff or am I trying to be with these young guys. I understand what people expect from me, what they want from me. I give it to them, and I feel like at this point, now I just see the youngers, especially the young Spanish cats coming up, seeing all the stuff that they going through, or the certain hate that they may receive with certain things, and I give them game, yo, don't worry about that, do this, because I done seen it all, I done heard it all, I done been hated on the most, I'm still here. There's dudes that came here before me, came here after me, and they gone already, and I'm still here, I'm still eating, so I'm good.
Speaking to that, because it's funny, like you've been beating me to the punch, and I just want you to see that like, this is one of my questions.
Great.
Any upcoming artists, that's fucked up, like he's like
Oh, that's
sarcastic,
great,
it's like,
great.
oh fuck yourself, he's like, well hello, that's why I'm
Nigga
here, you
said
asshole. Like, he's like, that's
Whatever.
champagne.
We getting lit,
All
we
right.
good. We
Well,
good.
if somebody didn't drink it all, you know what I'm saying, it's ridiculous, there's so much vodka and all type
Look,
of bullshit.
just-
It's ridiculous,
we good.
salud, they got a half a Dixie cup left. So,
Listen, man,
you
it's
know what I'm
my
saying?
guy.
That's
That's it. Stop
yeah, we'll
playing.
just give him some water after the back end. It's bullshit. But anyway, speaking to new talent,
Jersey. Jersey.
speaking to new talent,
You're
anybody,
not choking tonight,
not
though.
that you want to work with them, anybody younger that you're watching, it's over, Hynaken. I don't need it. This is bullshit. You're here to do the fucking show. You made it. You made it. That you were
It's
gonna
over.
be here.
Look, by the
It's
time we get out
over.
of here, you keep getting on your phone, they're gonna be at the parade
It's
already.
bullshit.
gonna
We
be
know,
at the
Hynaken.
parade.
And
Down by
then he
20
throws
now.
the fucking mic. We're gonna be, oh my god, what's his problem? We get it. What do you look at coming up, right? That you feel like you're impressed by? Not that you want to work with them, but who are you looking at?
Like
Like,
young
wow.
artists, not
Not all motherfuckers, because we have a plethora of time to talk
I
about.
mean,
that.
all of his other guys, they're not younger than, but like they're my
Oh,
age bracket.
oh,
But like all
same
those
age
dudes, I
bracket.
feel like they got a lane right now that they created, and I really have to respect it. From the Conways to the Benny the Butchers to the West Side Guns, like I like the lane they created. I actually judged Conway's battle, like right after he got shot in the face, like in 2014. Like I went up to Buffalo and hosted a battle and judged his battle. Like didn't know who he was. I was just like, who's this dude with this hole in his face? You know what I'm saying? Then years later, I come back and I see, oh shit. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I just respect what they did.
Wow.
Crazy.
Wow.
I just respect what they did. I see where they came from, and it wasn't from that long ago. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I sit there and say, I bet. You know what I'm saying? They open lanes for us. So I'm motivated. I'm really motivated with that.
Speaking of motivation, a lot of people are not motivated, hence what's going on today. I just feel like people are lax, which is why they're stagnant. What are you doing to push yourself forward that others are not? And I'm not saying give away your secrets, because I don't give a shit. People don't do research, they don't, I don't give a fuck, right? Nobody wants to use Google, and this is common to me, if I don't have it, Google it. So I don't need your formula, but what do you and I forgot my question, it was a very good question.
No,
Yeah.
I
I feel like it's my fault.
What am I doing to stay motivated?
There you go, thank you.
And
It's a good question, it's a good question.
but what I do to stay motivated, honestly, is just like I continue to create goals for myself, and then when I reach them, I work on it. If it's a bigger goal, and I know I gotta take some steps, I'll write it down. Yo, by the end of this month, I need to be here. By the end of this month, I gotta get to this. I gotta get to this stage, this. And then once I reach that, I'm already like, all right, now that this is done, what else can I do? You know. Sometimes you overwork yourself like that, but I'd rather be overworked than be lazy. You know what I mean? We all could get into those times where it's just like, yo, I'm chilling. But I right now, it's just like, go. You know what I mean? I feel like this whole quarantine shit gave everybody enough chill time. It's like, yo, I feel like there's gonna be so much opportunity, so much shit going on that you gotta be ready. Can't decide when they open back outside to get ready. Nah, you gotta be ready.
You know, we go back a lot of years. How's the money in battle rap now?
Excellent. You know what I mean? I'm blessed. So like I said, bro, I'm blessed. Like I have a catalog. That's a great thing. I have a catalog with the two biggest leagues in the world, King of the Dot and URL. The fact you have a catalog with that and a great rapport with that, I know I'm on those cards. People that are on those cards and will always be able to get on those cards, we're gonna eat.
Do you think whether it be Caffeine, Smack, or King of the Dot, they should start a record label?
I felt like that at one time, but I feel like if they didn't want to do that by now, or they didn't see that vision, then I don't know if they'd be the best ones to do it. But I feel like a label can come out of battle rap somehow. You know what I'm saying?
Any plans to get royalties from all these contents and raps you've been putting out on audio?
I feel like everything we have to do that with now. Like I feel like that's why I was talking about catalog. It's like now we gotta work with these things where we understand that, all right, this battle is strictly on Caffeine, or this battle is strictly on the app.
royalties for your performance?
Yeah, because now if battle rap's going away from YouTube, so we can't see those percentages anymore. We don't even see our views anymore. We just know that there's an app that charges you $7.99 a month. It's like a Netflix subscription, but that's big. You understand? If you got 100,000 subscribers, which URL has 1 million subscribers, so
So
say
the
only
10%
take 10%
rule,
thing,
the 10%
100,000 times $7.99 a month.
Worst case scenario, they got 50,000 subscribers.
You know what I'm
Worst
saying? Yeah,
case.
because I've seen already the battles that I have when they have more votes, or you'll see the reactions and stuff. So it's up there. It's 6-figure reactions. You know, 110, 100, you know what I mean? 200. So you like sit there and say, okay, people are watching this content still. Along with that, now you get the free streaming on Caffeine. They're not doing pay-per-views no more. You can watch a battle for free now Saturday, but it's live. It's like an NBA game. Hey, every 4 o'clock Saturday, go to the Caffeine app and watch battles. For them to get that live content and get that viewership, they are breaking the bag. And now Twitch is doing the same thing with King of the Dot. You understand? So it's like where it's going. If people don't know this, I battled Head Ice for the second time in 2017. And in the third round, I talked all about that, like us getting subscriptions, or like with Apple or Tidal or something like that. I sacrificed a round to give knowledge on where our content needs to be. No one got it then. Everyone was like, And now everyone's hitting me now like, yo, call this. Then I'm like, yo, I'll tell y'all. You know what I'm
Are
saying?
you aware what Future Stream is?
Future Stream?
Yeah.
No. I'll go.
Tell us now.
Yeah,
Them
I'll put you to break it
motherfuckers
down.
are
Let's
gonna
go.
do-
We
So
gotta get
Future
knowledge.
Stream is something that's really for the artist, be it, you know, the actor, whatever. It's kind of like what's the sex thing that they do? Not the back page. What's it now?
OnlyFans?
OnlyFans.
Right?
It's like the OnlyFans for artists.
OnlyFans, bro. Stop.
OnlyFans. So it's like the OnlyFans for artists, in that they get 10%, you get 90%. You can charge for whatever. So it's like also like masterclass if they want to watch you rap, or they have a question for you, they can do a Q&A and charge $5, $10, whatever you want, and you get 90% versus the 10% that they get commission. So it's interesting. This is a play that Spliff and I got into. I like it, and I'm gonna definitely explore it. I'll let you know how it goes. But that's definitely something that works. Yo, it's a nice situation. Anyway, I went to go buy stock in it. It's a no bueno. The shares are $1,001 a share. So after I fell off the toilet, I swear to God, it was I fell off. You know, because I do the best work, and you're not even going. You just kind of sit there. You know, the ring around your ass. You have like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It's comfortable. You're hiding from your child. You know what I'm saying? It's a safe space. It's a safe space. I don't, you know, TMI. But that's where I do my best thinking. And when I did that, I almost passed out. I said, I can't afford this. I said, I'm happy with about 20 or 30, Shake Shack, 50 a share. I'm okay with that. But $1,000, where are we going? Where's the upside? How long is it gonna be before, because Amazon's 22, that's a whole other.
Exactly.
All right, back to how.
They said, Jeff Bezos makes $13 million an hour?
Yeah,
Real shit.
Yeah, that's true.
$13 million an hour.
like per click.
Like, you know how much fucking hookers and whores I have in my mansion alone? I just have them just there. And what I wouldn't even fuck them. I would just give them as gifts.
It
to
sounds like R. Kelly more and more the more you talk, man.
Nah, you didn't hear what I said. I wouldn't even fuck them. I would give them away as gifts and currency to other dudes. Just so I can keep my business negotiations going. You know how niggas be giving up the pussy to other niggas that don't get no bitches and they close deal. All that. Chicks been getting alley their whole life and never even knew it. They just was like, oh, I met his best friend and my horoscope said I was gonna meet his friend. And I'm like, you know, bitch, your pussy got alley-ooped.
What do you feel about that, John?
You didn't think you've ever been alley-ooped to another man?
I'm actually the aggressor, so I'm gonna say no on that.
That doesn't mean a dude can't plot. I'd be like, yo, Tess, she's super aggressive. All you gotta do is touch her left ear a little
But
bit.
you said gifting. Don't switch it up now. You said
Correct.
gifting.
But if I'm giving you the game plan on how to win, it's still a gift.
So you're saying, because I could be the aggressor and then, gift
But
it to
if-
somebody else,
That's
right?
true.
So the
That's
man
true.
could be, I'm not into that, it's too much work.
What do you
know what I'm
mean?
saying?
You're not into what?
I'm not gifting anything to anybody, I don't have
Why
energy for
not?
this shit. If I didn't like it, why am I giving it away? It's like the person who goes, oh, this tastes disgusting, taste this. Get the fuck out of here, what do I want to taste this? If it tastes disgusting, that's crazy town. Like, I'm not, so that
That's
you can be
funny.
mad at me later on, like, what the fuck, that bitch's pussy was whack. If you ain't
No.
like it,
Listen, that's a very offensive
if you
crime.
liked it, you wouldn't be passing it on.
Sometimes you gotta pass the coke off. You put
Who passes coke?
Listen, you got a bunch of lines.
Listen,
You like,
Tony.
yo, Jenna, take one of these lines, shorty, because you need to be on this blast just like me. There's some good shit right here. You never had a dude sniff a line off your ass?
I don't know what kind of movie.
I know you don't know what I'm talking about, right? Oh, you don't know.
Wall Street.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest. I'll keep it all the way 100, and it was a fun time, right?
I understand.
It was a fun time, but nobody was sniffing anything off of anything. You know what I'm saying? It's situation.
So that means you're a virgin to the sniffing of the coke off your ass. Understand?
Absolutely, and
Then you gotta be broken
you're
in.
wasting products as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, I'm wasting product by
You're
sniffing it on your ass
You better
rather than on a dirty table.
You
Oh,
better
all right.
lick the rest of it off because that is, you're transferring and it gets caught in the fucking wind, right?
Listen, if
The
you
minute
catch a
pull it
raw
out,
dick already, you
it
might
gets
as well
pulled-
catch
it gets
a
pulled
raw.
up. You should just float in the air and shit like this.
What the fuck?
Right? So,
Floating in the
it is what it is. I don't know how the conversation got to this, but my 20s were very real. Let me just tell you.
I think all of us were.
20s was dope. Miami, Puerto Rico. It was a hot fucking mess. What? Speaking of places that I like to foul shit at, which is the favorite place that you miss traveling to? Because I'm not getting on a plane anytime soon. So like, where do you?
Anyway, I don't care. I'll be honest with you. I just want to go somewhere.
Me too. Yeah,
I just want to go. I just want to be out. Like, I'm itching for Vegas.
Yeah, you're not the only one.
Love Vegas.
I think I'm bringing 2 girls with me over there.
I've been itching for Vegas. I'm telling you.
Are you bringing them with you and paying for them, or are you meeting them out there?
No, they're coming with me.
Are you paying for the flight
Yeah.
and food?
And you think that's expensive to fly a chick out with you and have her eat some food?
Tell him.
You really think so? You must be fucking with dirty
Why
niggas.
don't
What's your
you
budget
have a
for Vegas?
contest?
Tell 'em.
Hold on. What's your budget for Vegas?
I know mine.
If I stay on the
Two
strip,
bitches. What's your budget
if
for
I
Vegas?
okay, am I staying on the strip or off the strip?
Absolutely, on the
Yeah,
strip.
you got the two bitches.
On
You
the
got to
strip.
front a little bit. You got
On the
you
strip.
can't really bullshit.
Alright,
On the
listen,
strip
if
is
I do
expensive.
COVID, let's say non-COVID, the ticket would be $500. That's $1,500 right there, gone.
For airfare, go ahead, go.
That's gone.
Yeah.
It's a good hotel, 2 nights.
2 nights.
2 nights, 2 different nights, boo.
4 nights. at
4
least.
nights.
They both not. They
Thursday
gotta
through
share you already.
Monday, yeah.
They
come on.
want.
They going
All
to
right,
Thursday night. Alright, look, we'll people help
Sunday.
you.
Thursday, Friday.
And Thursday
Thursday.
night, and you leave Sunday
Sunday,
night.
that's
That's
right,
good.
that's 3 nights.
That's 3 nights?
Uh-huh.
Hotel's only like $300. At least I gotta bring 4,000 minimum.
For 2
You're
bitches?
not gonna gamble?
You crazy? It's
No.
5,000
No, I-
per person. You're crazy.
What do you mean?
It's $5,000 go to Vegas.
No, it's not.
You crazy.
Really?
Bachelorette party, yes. And you're bringing 2 bitches with you?
Nah.
I'm with him. I went to 4
And you gonna and you're gonna live it up.
I'm-
You gotta take some champagne back up to the
No. I said minimum is
$5,000.
How much in the
Going to the
hotel? Hold on,
liquor
we did that.
At least
1,500.
three. No,
How much-
at least
how much in the
at least
hotel?
maybe 400 a night, easy.
Okay, so
That's
three. That's
so you're
12.
gonna do
That's
another 12, 15. Let's do 3,000 already.
That's
15,
3,000 right there. Food, if we out there, let's say that's another 800. Easy. 800 to 1,200.
Okay, all right.
Because we adding champagne.
All right.
We're not gonna.
champagne, but you
That's
gotta
higher.
back up.
Yeah.
Of course, the
You gotta
bottle.
last
The
long.
bottle's what, 400
And
right
you
there.
didn't eat drugs.
All right, let's see, 6,000.
Right, 6,000. When you said 4, we like, no.
I said minimum is 4.
What bitches you
He said
dealing
you're gonna
with?
need
What do you
drugs.
mean?
You at McDonald's, you at Taco Bell like
You don't want to
this.
shop?
They're
No.
not
Are you
shopping,
gonna
we're
try?
not
Are
shopping.
you gonna try to?
We're not shopping.
Are you gonna spend?
It's
are you
empty,
gonna
it's
spend
empty.
money to
It's
see
empty.
it?
It's empty.
No. I've
We're
already.
not gonna gamble.
No. Listen. First of all, that's the craziest mistake you can ever do is take a girl somewhere you never fucked before. Because that is some high level Russian
But I
roulette.
thought that was something but that's what I thought that you fucked these bitches before.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right, so they know each other.
Clearly,
They might not know each other. They both know you.
it doesn't matter. They'll be with the game.
Yeah. If you invite them both, they gotta know.
Yeah.
They're with it.
What happened, Jenna?
But
Nothing happened. Cortez, we can have talks about sex and murder and money and your t-shirts all night because this is what we do with you. Let me just, and it's weird because you get into a conversation and we talk everything about, and I think we covered most. And I understand that, like I said, the battle rap thing is a whole different, for me, it was new. You know, when I dealt with different aspects of the industry, I really wasn't into the battle rap because you were a little crazy, and I saw a couple of, his realms and it's only.
What makes Cortez crazy to you?
No, the facial expression. So when you get caught, and it's all in the shot, right? Like, it's a girl who's gorgeous, like Beyonce, that one shot when she's like, right? And she gets it deleted from Facebook and Instagram because she's beautiful, but this shot makes her look crazy. You have shots that make you look you're gonna come across the table and like kill, right? So when you look at the stills, I go, this guy's a fucking animal, which I love. You know what I'm saying? So the stills speak volumes, and that's what. So again, I didn't know more or less what to expect, and you watch the battles and you learn a little bit about your competition, and that's hard. You can't get certain rappers to remember their lines for a music video, let alone somebody going in off the cuff, or you have certain things that you have in your mind, you're battling this person. So you have certain things you want to talk about, but it's not that easy, because this person can come at you completely different, and now you have to respond, and that's not what I had in my head. So I give you a lot of kudos, because that's not something I could do, okay?
I give him kudos for this so long. This is some ignorant shit, but he turned down a lot of like battle rap dot bitches because I saw them all was like, yo, Cortez is on our list to give up the pussy. Am I lying? No, I'm not lying. And it was all variations too, all sizes, all.
But see, you was around not just for the battles. You was around the strippies too, though.
Oh,
You
yeah.
was on both scenes.
Oh, when we went to the strip club, he saw me in the we bought. Oh yeah, we bought bottles and hookah. Them girls thought, it was like, oh, these regular Brooklyn niggas. I had this girl bouncing on the stage. She went to his manager and was like, yo, this is an animal. I'm like, yo, bitch, I'm not even giving you 40% of the thrust. So fucking lazy ass bitches, and then that's when one of these, a porn chick came with her girlfriend and boyfriend. And I was like, yo, watch me grab your bitch, yo.
Yo,
And
that shit was funny, yo. I was like, yo, like, what you doing, son?
I was like, yo, I don't give a fuck. They know what they girl do.
What's up?
Give me your titties, yo. I got the pictures.
Yo, we got stories. We got drunk stories.
Oh, let me tell you what happened. Right? So we at a strip club, right? So somebody took a picture of me and Cortez, right? But they took the picture from the stomach down. So they tagged our names wrong. So they put Cortez's name on my picture and my name on his, right?
Okay.
So there's a girl dancing on my ass, right? So his girlfriend is checking, because you can see when you get added, right?
Yeah.
So she's like, oh, you with some bitches, right?
I'm in the car with him, right? We going back to Brooklyn, right? And I get the call, and I'm just on some regular shit, because I actually chilled out that day.
He really chilled. He didn't do
I had
nothing.
beer, I had a little hookah, I was just chilling.
I was trying to convince
But
him.
I was, but I had to make a move. It was like, yo, I can't support the party, whatever. But I
It was a business
yeah,
move.
boom. So, and then I was like, oh, you going back to Brooklyn? All right,
Yeah, let's
go
ride
back.
out.
Yeah,
Family.
we'll ride out together. Like, cool. So, boom. So I didn't see the pic. I didn't see the tag yet. He saw it, right? So he saw it. He ain't think nothing of it. So I'm in the back seat. I'm chilling. I'm a little lit. Boom, I get a call. I'm like, yo, babe, yo, you know what I'm saying? I'm on my way to the crib now. She's like, nah, nigga, fuck out of here, you with these bitches. Piece of shit, that's why I be saying, nigga, you always on these bitches, though. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is you talking about? So,
I'm hearing this in real time.
so he's in the front seat. He's in the front seat, and he's like, he's just hearing me. I'm going off. The fuck you talking about? Bitch, you still what the fuck? I'm going off. We going at it. I hang out. Yo, you know what, nigga? I'm gonna be in the crib in a couple minutes. I'm not even gonna talk. Bang, bang it, right? So he's like, cool. He shows me this shit. I'm like,
Oh.
yo, come on. So I call right back. Yo, you see, you stupid ass? Look, the picture of this shit. Like, nah, y'all trying to front now. That's
Oh.
you, nigga. I'm like, no.
And then he had to take a video of me to be like, look what he's wearing.
I said, look what he's wearing. I had it, and I was just, yo,
Yo,
that shit was so funny.
the way the dude did it, he tagged my name on
Is
his
this a
pic.
more recent situation?
Nah,
Nah, this is
I
like
said, this
six-
is like 2012.
The
like,
reason why I'm gonna leave this
yeah,
blank,
you know why?
I always get in trouble, and that's my fault. You understand what I'm saying? But I always respect, because I respect this guy. I think that it's great he comes out. All right, listen, we gotta go because I have to pee, I have to smoke, I gotta eat, and I have other guests on deck. Yeah, I'm serious. Cortez, thank you very much. I can't
Thank you.
say how much I appreciate every time he comes out. It's very, you know, to me, there is no show without the guests.
Mm-hmm.
People don't, you know, people wanna, it's not about the show, without the artist.
Crazy, bro. It's a dub. It's a dub. It's a dub. These niggas is smoking these
All
niggas
right.
right now.
After that, we're gonna go
So
take a little breaky
LeBron
break.
got
Paperrock
another
Live, S3 Media, Urban Variety,
Oh, look at the alert.
Mr.
And
Body Cakes.
triple double for LeBron.
Fuck
He get
LeBron.
that MVP. They
Of
get that.
course he got
Oh,
a
he's
triple
getting,
double.
nah, they gonna give it to
Davis
Davis.
is
They
that
give it all
big
to
deal.
I
Davis.
don't know.
You wanna know how much
Davis,
points? Hold
yeah.
on, hold on. You wanna know how much points Davis had?
14,
12.
14.
19. You wanna know how much LeBron had?
34.
28, 10 assists, 14 rebounds on 13 of 20 shots.
Nah, that's
He was
LeBron.
fine.
Oh yeah.
He was on fire the last two games too.
That
take
means
pictures.
He
Butler
was more
was